Big roar. Gawn clean possession. High ball inside. Duray came hard at it. Bailey Fritsch. And he hits the post. And now doing. Smith. Treloar ahead of the footy. Long ball. Johannesson! Enormous grab.
Play on.
Oh, it's a big play. That is massive.
It was a good penetrating kick from Treloar, and what a great mark from Johannesson there. 7 goals 3 to 1 goal 5 since quarter time.
Just on that penetrating kick from Treloar, the handball from Smith, if he goes back, kicks over his mark, but they're getting a player running past, just beating the player on the mark, which means they're getting much...
Leaders now. Oliver, just the man you want on the end of it. Petrarca, searching inside. Strangely, Pickett made no effort to go in and mark it.
Now back in the Max Gawn direction. It gets all the way past him, and they've got to be clean here, Melbourne. Brayshaw did that well. May, though, this kick is a worry. Neil Bullen made it work, but look at the closing of Treloar. Gets around, sticks it inside. Ooh.
He has copped a few tonight, Brayshaw, and that one. Bonampelli straightens it up. Here they go again. English wins the footy. Ripping handball. Martin standing start. Beautiful smother. Now Waitman tries to shake Salem. Little kick inside.
Straight to Harms. Broken up handball, McRae to Rourke Smith, who released the footy somehow. I'm not quite sure. They've still got it inside 50. Williams taken in a tackle. Look out, Bontempelli. Oh, this is some game he's playing.
Been so impressed with the Dogs. They stay in the contest. You might get them first time, turn it over, and then they're back. Numbers turn up, force another turnover.
For the Doggies, little dribbler, that's not far enough. Big tackle put on by Rivers.
Goal away from exploding again, I reckon. But they need some. Oh, Glenn had his head ricocheted to the hard surface. That was dangerous. Very, very lucky. Have a look at this. Daniel and Goliath.
Through came Smith. Harms now. Long one into space. Fritsch in the best position possible. Bailey Fritsch, 2 on the night. Now he's got 3.
He's on the move. He's bursting through. He's an aggressive young fella, and that's what opened the space for Harms to come through. But then that perfect kick there out in front.
They need the next one or the one after even. 2 out of the 3. Oliver, here they come. Petrarca, long ball. Fritsch over the back. Recovers and goals. He kicks it. Fritsch has got 4. Crowd's gone mad. Down by 7.
Well, just that first Fritsch goal, it's amazing the impact it has. Suddenly it settles. Oliver clean out of the middle. Thinks his way through it, gives a handball to Petrarca, which means they get a clean entry. And Fritsch, feeling good about himself, flies for the mark. That's 10 minutes ago when they're safe and choked up. Maybe it's a tentative little knockdown, but he...
First goal from centre circle clearance there for Melbourne. They had 6 with the prelim. Here's another look. Long one, Petrarca. Benny Brown. There we are. Sight that is.
Hasn't the last 3 minutes just changed? Everything else sitting back thinking, how's Melbourne going to react? They didn't have much of a fight against the Lions. They didn't have much of a fight against Geelong.
Benny Brown. Got it. Big response, Melbourne.
We got 2 of the greats here. This is one of them, Petrarca. The other one's Bonampelli. Days. Why the sudden turnaround? Is there a reason for it?
Well, they've rediscovered their dare. It was set off by Viney, as Hodgie said, just crashed through, took matters into his own hands, simple, creative and prepared to take the game on out of the middle.
Wow. This game is just continuing on an incredible...
Well, Amazing, good marking position here. Wants to go quick. Can to Angus Brayshaw. He's got Big Max wide. Brayshaw has a bounce. Has another one. Into the forward pocket. Kick had too much heat on it. Out of
Life again. Harms clobbered. Picking high. Gee, I thought Libba had an arm over his shoulder. I think we saw one earlier. And it was not paid. And look at Petrarca going bananas. This had to be high. And closes. Dogs did well.
Bowie flicks it over the top. Angus Brayshaw back with the flight. Big moment here. Oh, that is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Caleb Daniels asked for the handball off Stephen Martin. You've got all your players down at a stoppage, so Melbourne are naturally going to have defenders outside the forward 50 waiting for that ball. But then here, the desperation from Brayshaw. Dave, you said it before, he's been very good. He's been clean. He's in the 20s with touches, and he's copped a couple of solid knocks, but that means so much. You could see him turn around. He pumped up the crowd.
Need to pump them up, Hodgie. They're already pumped up. This is the loudest crowd I've heard.
Jeez.
It was the Demons by 21 early. Inside to Smith. Little tipping ball. Shaki had to go. He sat under a clunker, and they clobbered him. They didn't let him get away with that one. Brown now in the middle. What can Melbourne make of this? This would be a real lifter, an incredible lifter. Neil Bullen wide to Sparrow. Sparrow's got Pickett on. He goes for home. Max couldn't get there.
Had a nice run and jump at that. Back with the flight, brave, and equally as brave again.
They've kicked the last 4 of this game. Long ball, Pickett at the back. Petrarca. Oh, wow. How good is that?
We spoke that Melbourne are the best third quarter team in the AFL, and a lot of it's to do with the midfield. And this man has been sensational today. Just the composure there, just to sum it up. Dribble on the outside, realised there was no Doggies player near him. And then once again, BT, you said about the crowd, he's turned around and got him going again.
He's kicked the dusty goal early. Absolutely.
Six clearances as well.
He's got both of them. Petrarca and Bonampelli going head-to-head. Here he is to Oliver again. This one will be a big one. Sparrow to make it a 3-goal, three-quarter time lead. He's got it. Melbourne are up by 3 goals on the eve of three-quarter time. I know Melbourne are on a charge here. They've kicked 6 consecutive goals, but the crowd noise level here is illegal, JB. It is so noisy.
Great work, Tom McDonald on the line.
Much.
30 seconds left. Little one from Viney. Surely not another one. Handball to Oliver. Streaming through. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! That is incredible.
Biggest lead of the match, JB.
Goals from centre square.
15 seconds left. They can't afford the Dogs to concede another. So if the Dogs, what are you trying to do here?
They're just going to make sure at the stoppage at the back, you can't let them come out the front. They've come out the front way too often. The most concerning thing I saw then is the Bulldogs midfield and defenders turned around, put their head to the ground and walked away. Hunter was in there trying to get them up and about. They need to shut it down. No more scores going into the third quarter.
Unbelievable. Melbourne by 24. They're shaking the foundations at this place because of this man here. Petrarca gets the handball away. The Dogs have got to hold on. And they will.
Stand up.
Siren will go on the bounce of this ball. Melbourne are going to take the biggest lead of the game into the three-quarter time break. Goodness gracious me!
24 points. Bontempelli trying to do it himself. Flicked it to half forward. Angus Brayshaw steps through. Gives it to Petrarca. High one. Fist away from Fritsch. Jackson's been really good. Neil Bullen, look out. They come for him. He dribbles it into the path of Sparrow in the forward pocket, half forward. High one for Benny Brown. Got it! Got it! was a well-placed kick for the big forward. It's 30 points and it's a long, long way back.
Play on.
For his third of the game, and through it goes.
A little handball to Spargo. Spargo's got space to Fritsch.
Maxi a chance to freshen up, and they've started perfect in the
Ron Barassi would be loving this. The 31 jumper. Goal number 5 in a grand final, if you don't mind.
Will Salem, who started the game perfect in the first quarter, kicked it to Petrarca, who's just started the last quarter the same way, finished the third on fire. But then this little hit up to Fritsch. He was a man who sparked it early in the third quarter to get their first goal with the Viney clearance, with Harms kicking it to him. He took the big hanger, crumbed his own mark, and then he's kicked his 5th.
Quarters for this club. They blew the Cats away here, and now they're doing the same to the Dogs. Petrarca from long, long range misses.
Gee, they've all just about come to a walk, and Petty.
Handball through, Petrarca's got him, and that may well be...
Melbourne looked out of it, the Dogs were up and about. It's a total change. That handball on this...
4-8. Those little handballs just not quite having the same impact. Bailey Smith arches away. Long ball, May and Norton, and they crash it through.
33rd touch of the game. 34th touch of the game. Petrarca takes them on. Didn't really dispose of it. Maybe the handball. Salem kept going. The no-looker. Here goes Langdon. Got within 60. Short kick. Party time for the D. Bullen from 47. Goal umpire has not even moved. They're drowning in goals.
Goes back. And as it goes through, celebrates. And right now, they understand that they're going to be premiership players.
Look at the third term. They've kicked 10 unanswered goals and now have a stranglehold on this premiership. It's quite unbelievable. Giray goes crashing in.
Have a look at this from Oliver. The clean take, 2 bodies on him. Somehow finds a way
to regain it. And kicks it out of bounds in the full. And it's times like these with number 31 there. I know we've mentioned Barassi a lot, but he goes short and finds Langdon.
Yeah.
Moment watching this.
Just inside the field of play, so Ed Lemons, and to give them a 48-point lead. You can't script any of this.
He laid down after he took the mark, composed himself, and went on to kick that goal. You talk about wingman, he's as hard a running wingman as you see in the game.
Charging ball, knocked away from Lever. McRae was nailed in the Petrarca tackle, and gee, you would think the Norm Smith medal, it was in the hand.
Petrarca's been supreme. Neil Bullen. Here's Fritsch, he gets a look at a 6th. And that's not going through.
Smith got space and time as Rourke Smith, and didn't kick it to the advantage of Hannon, who's had a quiet game. And Lever is marked.
Treloar, so brilliant in that second term. And Waitman.
But in saying that, how Melbourne their attitude this year is about looking after one another.
It's been a very quiet day.
A lot of that celebration does happen on the bench, doesn't it?
That sort of sums it up.
It started to flow. There's no doubt there's going to be a few in the crowd.
So the crowd, 61,118 in this magnificent stadium. Look at that. And they are applauding themselves like no other. So they should.
Brilliant extraction from Petrarca. Oliver a long one. Brown out the back of Keith. Cosy Pickett went to ground. McDonald's got to come hard at the footy. Oh, well done, Rourke Smith. They've done so much defending back half of this game. They break this one up as well. Keith flicks the handball through. And the Dogs can bring it away, but so much ahead of the ball is stagnant. There you go. Petrarca strips it. And look at the vision of Christian Petrarca. This to make it 12 in a row.
Offensive ability.
Tommy McDonald. It's a celebration now.
See here a bit of celebration. Petrarca and Oliver, you can see it's up and about. They went through at times. This is what makes it so.
Pick and finds Petrarca. He's in a giving mood. He found Brayshaw. He straightens Brayshaw and went for the one.
Against his old club, of course, Dale ran on. Waitman stripped the tackle. Wants to give it to Treloar. He does, and Treloar kicks a goal. Been a good player tonight.
Celebrate, the crowd's up and about. They've played a magnificent brand of football, especially the last quarter and a half.
128 premiership players in the history. That'll increase after this to 151. 151 premiership players for Melbourne. Bowie goes long and ahead of Jackson. Cordy from the side with the big spoil. Norton was there. Little one here from Neil Bullen. Got it out wide. Found some space for Jackson. He skidded over. Salem, he wants a piece of the action. He's got it as well. He has got it.
So little halfback flanker gets involved. He's had a really good night, Christian Salem, and that one goes through. Let's go, Jake. It is party time now for the Demons. And Christian Petrarca, the first player ever to have 40 possessions in the grand final. What about that?
Amazing.
Handball. Here comes Sparrow, and he dumps it into the path of Jackson. And everything's going through. Everything's going through.
They are wanting to see that 57-year drought and what comes after it as a result of this performance from the Demons today. They are waiting. They are wanting to go on the knockdown. Petrarca surely has his name written all over the Norm Smith. Here he is again! Max on the run! Couldn't do it this week.
To half forward, good late fist Bowie. Petty, what about the season he's put together since Tomlinson went down?
He's waiting in the wings. Tomlinson had looked so settled. Harry Petty hasn't put a foot wrong since coming into the side.
You see there, Talajare gets a knock in the back and then head hits Hibbert.
These are great scenes. Melbourne, such a together club and caring club, and a lot of people sharing the responsibility. And Simon Goodwin won two as a player. Crowd are seeing it on the big screens now. Him showing his emotion to Brayshaw. Sparrow working hard, and Fritz is going to get another look.
Pick, probably an inside midfielder. He's played that role to a T today.
That wing role, yep. 25 touches for Brayshaw. And look at this, all those in the squad enjoying the moment. They've been on the road for a long while, and for his sixth goal, Barry Fritz puts it through the middle. Lever at home, their son playing here today, of course. They'd be tearful, like all the mums and dads and families.
So free kick. Listen to that noise. They want a barrel from Big Max, but he lowers the eyes, and disappointing result.
Celebrate, relax, the curse, the drought, it's over. You are the winners. Extraordinary. Every heart is beating true and blue for the red and blue. After 57 long years, the Demons are premiers in 2021. Extraordinary stuff. And McDonald kicks the goal. Delirious fans and players. Melbourne have won.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
Their greatest ever winning mark grand final.